I moved into motherhood with confidence. A pediatric nurse. I trained at the University of Pennsylvania and did several years of hospital work before I faced my own offspring. I could tell you many stories about using my experience to solve my children's medical problems, or when I was the expert that my friends called for advice. This is not one of those stories. We headed out in a packed car for our first trip in forever. Within minutes, my kids were tense and my daughter was in tears. What happened? I glared accusingly at my son. Sally has a bug in her hair. What? Actually, she has a couple. Okay, Sally. I'll pull over and have a look, I said in my reassuring nurse voice. I got out, started looking through her hair, and froze. It was crawling with bugs. Crawling. I stifled a scream. I put her back in the car with a reassuring mumble. Don't worry, sweetie, we'll take care of this. Then I did what any mom does when she is out of her element. I phoned a friend and freaked out. Now, her kid has had lice several times, and I admit I had every judgmental thought you can have about it. And this was my punishment, right here. So make sure you check everyone else for lice, because it's really likely that she gave it to you. Wait, what? How do I know? I can't see my own head. You'll feel an intense burning itch at the back of your neck. Do you have that? Oh, God. I opened the car door. Johnny, does your head itch? I checked it. Bugs. Yep. It's the first day of our trip, and we all have fucking lice! Tell me what to do. I found the strongest over-the-counter kits money could buy. She told me that putting coconut oil on our scalps with a shower cap would smother the lice and would soothe the intense itching that I was now painfully aware of. Wear it during your drive. They'll probably be dead by the time you even get there, she said. I scanned the aisle for my choices in shower caps, and my eye fell on a sassy leopard one bedazzled with a giant jewel and bow. Well, this ought to make it fun, I thought. By this time, my sense of humor was returning, but it turns out that my daughter wasn't ready to laugh it up just yet. In the parking lot, I zealously smeared on half a jar of coconut oil and put on our caps, and she was mortified. My son refused to have any part in this charade, stating that he would rather itch. I will say, the oil did ease some of the burning at first, but I forgot how liquidy that coconut oil gets when it warms up. I got back on the road, and within minutes, I felt the first drip running down my neck, then alongside my ear, then down my forehead into my eyes. I swiped at it with my hands, and the greasy substance coated my palms, slimed the steering wheel, stained my clothes, and clouded my glasses. I couldn't clean my glasses. Everything was now covered in sweet-smelling oil, and it just kept melting. The kids did their best to scavenge for tissues and napkins to mop it up, but I was bathed in it, and so was my daughter, only she also had tears streaming down her face to mix with the oil. We shoved tissues underneath the rim of the shower cap to try to stop the constant flow. So now, we were the ladies with the bejeweled leopard print caps, with paper products sticking out of it. We went like that through toll booths, fast food windows, and I even stopped to use the bathroom. I was beyond dignity at this point. My poor tweener, on the other hand, held her bladder and hid at the bottom of the car if any human was nearby. The rest of our story is bad. I did nothing right. Hours upon hours of ineffective combing, washing, and cleaning. Our lice strain was resistant to treatment. It took 2 months, multiple potentially harmful prescriptions, screams and tears, hundreds of dollars, takeout dinners, copious amounts of booze, and is the most humbling experience of my mommy career to date. The next month, when school started, my kids brought home lice again. I called a professional service, and I outsourced that shit. Because I know when I'm beat.